Hey guys, this is Oninous with Oninous Gaming, and you are back with me in my Space Engineer solo survival Let's Play. And in last episode, we decided to go out mining to test out the repatch of the mass and inertia system that Keen Software House had done. And I have been looking at it, and let me show you how much I have in my inventory. We have 31,000, 36,000. So significant, almost half of our inventory is full. And as far as I can tell, our ship is pretty much where it should be as far as maneuverability and such. It's not like before where the mass inside the ship did not matter. But what it is instead of being absolutely crippling, it makes it so you know you're full of stuff, which is not bad at all. I mean, I am only half full. We'll see how much it's like, how bad it is when I fill up a little bit more. But we're heading to another, what looks like asteroid cluster now, because I think there's a ship. There's a ship down there. I can see it, actually. I am sure that's a ship. But I don't really want to go chasing a ship. So most of these are so unfair. These exploration ships, I feel like they're, for the most part, they're unfair. I mean, the small whaling drone, I really don't think that will matter in the grand scheme of things, but you know, I do see a ship down there. Yeah, it's definitely a ship. But the other ships, they can be, especially if they're big. That one's not a big one; it looks like a small one. But the bigger ones, I just nah, it's too many resources for free. And if you have to go and you have to fight for it, and there's a possibility of dying, not so bad. Like the cargo ships, not too bad. I mean, I actually kind of feel like you earn that stuff. So, I mean, it doesn't. I don't feel as bad about it as when we just waltz up to it, take ownership, and fly off. As, in this game, you're very mobile in this game, and you could very easily swamp your base or slow down your entire map by having too many objects around, especially large objects. So there's some iron and some ice. That's interesting. Not really, but let's go check out this donut. Look, this is a neat little cluster right here of just asteroids, huh? All close together. I don't think I've. Yeah, this is really cool. I don't think I've ever, except once before on a server, I don't think I've ever seen a cluster of asteroids like this before. I haven't. This is an amazing cluster of asteroids. Is that ice? That looks like ice. All right, there's ice. Let's see. One of these is not like the other. What is that? Silver or platinum? That looks like silver. Ah, listen to me making my predictions. All right, let's get some silver. By the way, I don't know if you guys know this, but um, when you fly off into the middle of nowhere and you mine an asteroid, and then you like fly home, and the grid unloads, the game, if you mine an asteroid or modify an asteroid, the game saves the information for that asteroid, so that asteroid will forever stay the same. So if they add new minerals or they add new features to asteroids, that asteroid will not change because it saves the data as far as like what resources you mined and what the asteroid looks like now. Because they sort of like let's say it like this, like the asteroids almost have their own unique identifiers in the game, so it's always going to spawn in the same type of asteroid when you go back. But um, they won't be saved in the file. It'll just be a hash, be done by the seed of the game, so on and so forth. But so if you do go off and like mine asteroids and you use SE Toolbox, you can actually go back in after you load the save game. You can go back in and delete those asteroids that you've mined. So that's a good thing and something nice to know for you guys. If you do use SE Toolbox to streamline your maps and to make them faster, then keep in mind that when you go off and mine asteroids, if you know that they save it in a file and that it can cause lag, or you want to refresh your asteroids without having to cut and paste all your stuff, then all you have to do is just go in and delete the ones that were saved by the game, and they'll be reset. If they added new ores or they added new features to the asteroids, then you'll see that next time you approach that asteroid that you deleted. Pretty cool. Just a little tip for you guys. I'm not sure. I'm not saying I'm a promoter or endorser of SE Toolbox, by the way. Use that tool at your own risk. Um, I do use it myself to a certain degree, and I use it as infrequently as possible. I also use creative mode as infrequently as possible. I usually only use it for testing. But what was that? Did I just my camera just bumped? Let's see how much we have. So 41,000, 46,000. All right, we're doing pretty good. We should be able to get a significant portion of this silver for our stockpile. We could use some other ores though, so we'll probably check out these other areas. With the cluster of these asteroids here, I really like this cluster of asteroids. So there is a good possibility that in the future there we will make a space station somewhere around here, because we are going to have a space station. Oh boy, I'll tell you, fully operational Death Star. No. But yes, we will have a station. It's just not feasible in this game to limit yourself to one thing, especially because of the way the lag works and um, stuff like that. Also, I don't know if you guys know this, but this game runs solely in server client mode. I don't know if you guys knew that. I think I. Oh dear. Oh boy. Yeah. See, we're a lot sluggish. A lot more sluggish now. You can totally tell that we've been out here mining. We're a fat bug. So yeah, so when you run it on your computer runs the server and that runs the client and connects to the server, and it's the same. It's pretty much the same with a lot of other games. I think Elite Dangerous works that way. No, 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 no. Elite, well, it does sort of. That's also peer-to-peer multiplayer, um, because this game is what they call peer-to-peer multiplayer, which I've known about for a long period of time. I work with a lot. I work with computers a lot, but I've never, I've never thought that it could be effectively monetized in our current development, uh, computer development stages in the world. Um, Now, what the reason why I say that is because if you've ever played this game in multiplayer, you see like glitches with the landing gear, and you see people desyncing, warping around. You see ships freaking out. You see pistons and rotors freaking out, and all that other stuff. And someone potentially could shoot you and be rubber banding around and potentially shoot you, and you don't die for a few seconds. And it's just, you're dead on their screen, but you're still moving around, or you shoot them after you're dead on their screen, whatever. Anyways, it's very glitchy, and the reason being is because you're depending on so many different variables to be correct, and meaning that you're assuming that everybody's connection is going to be good. And if one person has a bad connection, they can actually be slowed down to like 75% or 50% or 25% of the game speed. Well, you're still at 100%, which makes the game unfair. If you're doing PvP, it's really hard. Um, it's like what it's an ingenious idea. I don't think I don't know who came up with it. I'm sure it wasn't Keen Software. Um, they're probably trying to come up with a better idea of how to do it. But it's an extremely ingenious idea. Whoever came up with it, um, but the implementation, um, I don't know if it could be good. You know, if they can find a way around, the problems, the regular problems that it has, it would be an awesome idea. It would be great, and I'm sure it would be a groundbreaking money-making thing that everybody will either want their fingers in. We're running out of oxygen. I can see that right now. We need to put ice in our ship. Oxygen generator out. How convenient that we're on our way back. How close? Oh, we were close. But yeah, and I'm sure you will see a huge rash of games either start adding multiplayer or it even takes a while for us to slow down. This is, it's not that bad. I'll be honest with you, it's not that bad, but it still is kind of bad. um, yeah, I think it'll be a groundbreaking thing if they can come up with. Oh, oh, I thought we were gonna crash. Um, it would be groundbreaking, and it would change the gaming industry's uh, multiplayer scene for a long time. Um, since a lot of games don't put in multiplayer because it's complicated, because it would bloat the game, and peer-to-peer multiplayer, or they don't have the infrastructure, you know, and peer-to-peer multiplayer, honestly, um, allows them to not have to provide like an infrastructure, um, servers, stuff like that. It would change everything. It would change everything. Oxygen refill from bottles. I forgot I had oxygen in my bottles. So let's go to I and come over here and look for some ice because we need ice in our ship. That should be enough. Now let's watch and see if it gets sucked back out. Nope. And that is awesome. Although you can see all the refineries have grabbed our stuff and are happily churning away. Look at that. That is just awesome. We have quite the little setup here. See, it didn't even stick in the ore can for too long. The reason why I actually have the ore drop can is because I would typically drop off more than my reactors and arc furnaces could fit and process. But now I would say that wouldn't even be necessary because one, the ship remains docked and it can only fit what it can fit. And then I would just dock it up right here and then it would just pull from the ship to the refineries as it could fit the stuff. Like we even have an arc furnace that's empty and one that's partially full. So, yeah. But look at us. We are doing good. Yeah, see the we got to go into production and stop this because I'm sure that we have an obscene amount of plates by now. Let's check. Oh, 28,000. Not too bad. That's why we mined some iron while we were out there. Just a little bit of iron. But yeah, that's kind of ridiculous. We're going to need a lot more iron in the future. All right, well, this episode is pretty much up, folks. Not completely up, but let me know if you liked the video, and I will see you next time. Make sure that you check out my other series. See if you like Empyrean Galactic Survival, or EVE Online, even if you like. And let me know if you want me to do a Let's Play of Stranded Deep.